Welcome everyone to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene, where we serve the hottest tea. Join me and my baby stripper voice.
And me welcoming you all to eavesdrop onto our uncensored opinions. This platform is used to inform, laugh, and potentially inspire others to speak out about things we may all be thinking about but are too afraid to say out loud.
And don't forget, babes, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Welcome back, guys, to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene. We made it. We're alive. We experienced an earthquake today in New York City.
Oh yeah, I was like, did we almost die? And I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the earthquake.
The earthquake that has... First of all, California experiences earthquakes all the time.
I know, they're probably like, these fucking New Yorkers are so fucking dramatic.
But first of all, let's get into what were you doing at that moment when the earthquake hit?
I was getting my hair done.
Okay.
I was getting a haircut. And I was in my friend's salon. And I was sitting down. And she's cutting my hair. Well, before that. So we were having a conversation about, like, the spiritual world, as we're going to call it.
Yes.
And
we love that conversation, by the way.
Yeah. And she's one of our fellow girlies that's very spiritual.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the spiritual world and guides and angels and all of this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's moving, cutting my hair, and I feel the floor moving. And her salon is in a semi-basement. So I was like, did like a truck pass by like really loudly? Like,
what's going on?
But I felt the floor moving. So we're talking, and then I was like, did you feel that? And she was like, what? I was like, the floor was moving. But she heard something. And she was like, oh, I think it's my washing machine and washing the towels and everything for the salon. So I was like, bitch, get a brand new fucking washing machine. Why is your washing machine shaking your whole entire salon? Like, get a new one. This shit is about to blow up.
You fucking telling her to get a whole new
a whole new set. Because, like, I felt
the wiggle.
And then she's like, no, it's my washing machine. I was like, okay, well, please get a new one for my next appointment. And then people...
Pero usted exige.
And then people started texting. You guys felt that? You felt the earthquake? This and that. Like, people started calling people, like, is everybody okay? And then I was like, it was an earthquake. And she was like, oh my God. So then we ran upstairs and we went outside. Everybody's like, what happened? She has like wind chimes and they were still moving when we went upstairs. We're like, wow, earthquake 2024.
We're only into the 4th month of the year.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so much happened so far.
Yeah.
I was home.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just came back from the supermarket. So I was in the elevator like 5 minutes before it happened.
Oh my God, I would have died.
Imagine I would have been in the elevator.
Would have died.
And I was making my coffee and I felt like a tremble. And I was like, oh, pero esto viejo abajo lavando ropa in their illegal washing machine. Because clearly this building, you can't have a machine. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, esto viejo, whatever. When everybody on my chat for work was like, oh, did you feel that? Did you feel that was an... I was like, and I'm over here thinking it's a lavadora.
I thought it was... Well, I was told it was a lavadora. I thought it was the spirits that said, shut up. Oh, you broke your microphone. No. Podcast's over.
No, I didn't.
You just have to plug it in.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I didn't.
We're going to plug it in, guys. Anyway, so I was like a little shook. And then my friend was also shook. And then she has kids, so her daughters were texting her like, Mom, we're okay. And she was like, okay, like, she's like, fuck, my other daughter. No, you're off the podcast.
It's not my fault.
We keep touching it.
So let me put it here.
There.
Dios mío. Ay.
Yeah. So she was like, oh shit, my third daughter. Let me call the school.
My third, because she has how many kids?
She has four daughters.
Okay.
So she was like, and everybody's like frazzled. Then everybody's calling their family.
Mm-hmm. I call my mom. I call my dad. They both live in a basement. So I was like, oh my God, are they okay? And then I called my man because he was driving. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you felt that? He was like, yeah, I was in a 7-Eleven. Mm-hmm. And then I text all my friends. I was like, yo, is everybody okay? But it is like, that is my first earthquake experience.
Oh, that's not my first.
Oh, no?
No.
Where was it?
I lived in Colombia. And
Oh.
Colombia's in the ring of my area of Colombia. It's in the ring of fire.
Look, I'm learning something today.
So when I lived in Colombia when I was very little, I think I was like 5. Like around that, like 5, 6, before I moved to the America.
The Americas.
The America.
The America.
There was a huge earthquake. I think it was like 90. Like 90.
Showing your age.
It was in 2017.
Like showing your age, sir.
It was like in the late 90s. I can't remember, but it was like a huge earthquake that hit Colombia, especially my area. And we lived in a huge house, like, like family. Like the whole family lived in the fucking property.
Uh-huh.
And we had like a patio. And then it was like the patio's here. And then Colombia's like all like mountains where I'm from. So like the house was like going downhill. So it was like the patio, and then there was like a wall like up here, and then there was like the second level of the patio.
Mm-hmm.
So we and my cousins were playing here, and then we felt the earthquake, but we were little, we didn't know what was happening. And then our older cousin came and got us and ran us to the front. That wall came down after we were playing there. My mom forgot about me. Because my mom is very nervous.
Okay, so she was
my mom froze.
Flight or fright.
Fight or flight. And
yeah.
she didn't do that. She froze.
She did
the other F.
Okay.
So, like in their countries, the windows have like the reja, that.
Yeah.
So my mom held on to that and wouldn't let go.
So she was frozen there.
She was frozen there out of like
fear.
The fear. Because my mom was very nervous.
Mm-hmm.
So she froze there. I was in the back, and then like she forgot about me. And I still don't let her live it down. I still bring it up.
Sounds like how she doesn't let you live down that you didn't give her a Christmas gift.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think my life is more important than a Christmas gift.
I would think.
So anyway, like big part of the city like fell down, like buildings, houses, like it was like a huge earthquake. I'm probably gonna Google it and I'm gonna insert it to see what magnitude it was, but it was really like significant. And then that night, because everybody was worried that like the hood was gonna go into the nicer neighborhoods where we lived at, and like rob, because it's there. There's no electricity.
There's nothing.
Electricity went away for days. I think like 3 days. So everybody was worried that like in Spanish you say like la chusma. So like they were saying
no, in Dominican world, los guaguas.
Los guaguas. Y nosotros éramos popi. Nosotros, mi familia y yo somos popi, and they were worried that like La Guagua was going to come to the nicer neighborhood.
To el Popi.
And to el Popi. And they were... Popi.
Sponsorship, Popi.
And they were worried that they were going to go to Los Popis and like rob them. Again, I was very little, so I don't really know what was going on. But I remember my grandfather was still alive. And he was like the only older man in the house. And it was just like children and like...
Woman.
My mom, who does not do shit. My aunt's pretty a boss, so she was help.
Yeah.
My grandma's she's a boss too. She's help. My mom is not help.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My mom is like a child.
Yeah.
So my grandfather took out the Glock. And he had the gun. He had a handgun. And he stayed up all night while we slept. And he was like, I'm gonna shoot these motherfuckers if they come. Oh. And nothing happened.
Okay.
Nothing happened. I think in 3 days, like, the lights came back on, and then the city's rebuilt again. And yeah, that was like in the late 90s. So this was not my first earthquake.
Well, you know what? That's something new I learned about you.
I am a survivor.
You're a survivor of 2 earthquakes.
Yeah.
But I hope everybody's okay. Leave it to a New Yorker to be joking about this shit.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a IG post, which I found so funny. So I'm gonna say this. Don't let no man use these lines on you. He's like, men all over New York City texting an ex or like somebody you used to fuck with. Hope you're doing okay after a little earthquake. It just reminded me of how you used to shake up and rock my world.
Oh my God.
Leave it to a New Yorker to never take anything serious.
All of the memes. Like someone that said, "Did I just feel Harlem Shake?"
I was in Harlem yesterday, and probably.
Yeah.
Harlem is you gotta be prepared to walk in Harlem. So yeah.
So that was the earthquake, and then aside from the earthquake, to put the cherry on top of the week.
Yeah.
I think we both had very stressful weeks.
I had a very stressful work week.
Yeah,
a lot of energies.
I had a very stressful work week, and I remember I texted you this week, and I asked you if there's a bitch you don't fuck with at work.
Let me get rid of this.
And there's sending around her birthday card for everybody to sign. Do you sign it?
No.
I didn't sign it either.
Yeah, I was like, if I don't fuck with you, then why would I want to say happy birthday to you?
Yeah, because if I don't fuck with you, I'm not saying happy birthday, I'm just saying birthday. Because I don't wish you happy. So it's just birthday.
I was going to say, can you explain a little bit about why you don't fuck with her?
Because she's a bitch.
Okay. Okay. I'm like, I just feel like...
It also turned out it wasn't her birthday. She sent the email and I thought it was her birthday.
Okay.
And I was like, ugh, what a fucking corny ass bitch. It wasn't her birthday, so I ended up signing the card. But when I thought it was her birthday, I was like, I'm not signing this because I don't wish you a happy birthday. I just wish you just to have a birthday. Or the birthday you deserve.
Yeah, the birthday you deserve. Just like the day you deserve.
I
had a very hectic work week, but I've been at my company for a while, and something that irks me so much is when white people want to be Captain Save-A-Hoes. And they want to be Captain Save-A-Hoe, but then, like, they don't want to do the work. They want somebody else to do the work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't be putting on more work on me.
They want a minority to do the work.
Because, yes. They want a minority to do the work, but they want to be the person that, like, oh yeah, because we, like, made these opportunities for people, or like no, bitch, you're not gonna make me do all the work just because you want to, like, shine.
Yeah.
So that really irked me. I had to put a bitch in her place this week, but in the most, like, kind way I could do, the most professional way.
Yeah.
Have you ever have you ever gotten somebody together, like, in the most kind words? Professionally. I love doing it.
I have. I think sometimes I told somebody, I was like, that's great if you think that makes sense. If you think that makes sense for you, let's see what the outcome is.
Oh, I like that.
Basically saying, like, you're stupid. And if that should make sense to you, you're stupid. But, you can't say the stupid word.
Yeah. I like that. If it makes sense for you.
If it makes sense for you. And only you. Another thing that I wanted to bitch about was that I think, as a person who is childless, I think it's very inconvenient that a bitch, when I get pregnant,
a coworker,
and go on maternity leave, and then you just get the workload because they chose to have a baby. I didn't choose to have one. That ain't my baby. Why I gotta do extra work? Why don't they hire a temp?
No, you're about to get dragged.
And I'm here. Bring it.
I feel that.
Drag me, Monique. Like they said in Potomac. Drag me, Monique.
I feel that there should be a better way of handling it when people get pregnant at work. Because, like, most of the time, like, they're like, all right, like, how are we going to, like, divide and conquer your work, basically, until you get back. And then I'm a childless person, too. So I'm like, all right, so, like, what are we going to do? Because...
Yeah, and if I don't have a child, then I just don't get to take 12 weeks off.
You don't.
That's fucked up.
You gotta use your PTO.
That's fucked up.
It is.
I think the system is stacked against childless people, and I'm not here for it. I'm not.
How do you feel about going to your friends' kids' baby showers and birthdays, and they only get to celebrate one day out of the whole year for you, which is your birthday?
Oh, okay. So when I turn 40, which is in not a couple years, it's like 7 years, like 8 years.
Okay.
If I am unmarried and childless still by the time I turn 40, everybody that I ever attended a baby shower, everybody that ever attended a wedding, anything of that nature, I am going to send you a Venmo request. And if you want to be una tigra and you got married twice, that is double because I won twice. And if you want to have multiple kids, per kid. And I'm gonna send you a Venmo request, and everybody's gonna send me money, and I am going to buy myself a Birkin, and that is going to be my gift because I spent a lot of time, effort, and money to go to everybody's kids' birthdays, baby showers, weddings, bachelorette parties, bridal showers, like baptisms, first communions,
de todo, mi amor.
like I'm spending all this money. Now y'all gotta give me back. Y'all gotta give me a refund. So when I turn 40, everybody's gonna get a big fat invoice for my time.
I think that's fair.
Y también en 50.
También en 50.
También en 50, yeah. Because people be popping out with like their third wedding at 40. No. No.
I'm like, which out of all of our friends, which one's gonna pop up with the third wedding at 40?
Me. It's definitely
You're getting married from 40 to 50. You're about to have 3 weddings.
No. So I know I'm probably gonna get married a couple of times in this lifetime.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm taking too long
to pick one.
To getting my first marriage out the way. Like I should have already been on like at least getting to marriage number 2. I'm 32 years old. I've never been proposed to. I've never even been close to wedding. So now, like, I need to just get, like, 2 weddings back to back because the third one is it.
But you always said that white people are the ones that get married and
white
proposed
people
to.
Love to get married.
They get proposed to or get engaged and get married in a whole year.
I know this one girl. She's white. And she's had 2 weddings within the last 5 years.
What happened to her first marriage?
Oh, girl, I don't know. Be going into my business.
Okay.
So, 2 weddings in 5 years?
I think you need to go out to, like, the financial district and sit at the bar.
No, bitch. Married at first sight. We're just going to do this.
There's a show.
Married at first sight, yeah. I'm just going to walk in like, hi, it's nice to meet you. Husband.
You guys heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not mad at you with the whole, like, birthdays and baptisms and baby showers and weddings, and then like we're as a single person.
Oh, and then like I fucking hate the brides that like stretch it out with like
so many
bridal shower, the bachelorette, the pre-bridal shower. Oh my god, I knew this one bride.
The thank you cards.
Oh, that's whatever. Those go in the garbage. I knew this one bride. I thankfully was not part of this wedding, but I got invited to it and I went. But the bride, she had bridal shower, bachelorette. They had an engagement party, which is fine. Have your engagement party. In between all of that, she signed up her bridesmaids to go to this like brides wars event, and they had to do like an obstacle course. Like, what is wrong with you? You have to take time out of... And then don't get me started on the gender reveals.
I enjoy a gender reveal.
I am not attending nobody's gender reveal.
I don't enjoy it.
I think they're so pointless because I have to take time out of my whole last day to go to your whole last gender reveal. You know, a bitch like us, the way we were raised, we're Spanish. You don't show up empty-handed.
You have to show up with
You're not supposed to bring a gift, but you bring like a little fucking bib. Or you bring like a little onesie. So you like a neutral one.
Like a neutral one.
You show up with like a little gift.
Or at the minimum, you have to at least bring a wine or something.
Or like a gift, or like a pack of diapers. But you don't show up like jiggy.
Uh-huh.
So you take time
Only white people I feel like, get away with that.
Yeah. You take time out of your day to go to that. You buy a gift, and then they pop the balloon, and you're just there like, okay, like
she's having a girl,
like
she's
yay,
having a boy.
Like I don't know how you having a boy or girl affects me, but yay. So yeah, gender reveals is getting added to my invoice.
También.
To all my friends because, yeah, I've been to a couple.
How do you feel about people that do multiple Housewarmings.
What do you mean?
Like, you went to one housewarming, you thought that it was going to be great. That was the one. And then it didn't work out. So then you have to move out, and now you're going to go to another housewarming. I feel like the max you get is 2.
I think if you move into your first apartment by yourself,
yeah,
you get a housewarming.
Okay.
If you buy a home,
you get a housewarming, yeah.
But if you're the type of that moves every 2 years, mi amor, no. Ya.
Think ya, just recycle that shit.
Like, no, the rug is still going to fit that I bought you. The rug that I bought you is still going to fit in the other one.
Exactly.
Ya.
Mi amor.
No. Or like if you go through a divorce.
Yeah.
And then you move into your own. We could throw you a little housewarming to empower you. Because that's a big move.
That's a big move.
That's a big move from living with someone to like, being on your own. That's a big step. You get something. But if you start moving no, ja. It's not happening.
How do we end up here?
I don't know. We started talking about the pregnant girl. And
like, how do we end up here?
And how we're childless and the system is stacked against people who have no children.
So should we just start making kids and having kids? Because there's benefits to having kids. You claim them on your taxes.
Ew, no. No kids.
How you gonna feel when I get pregnant?
Just how I feel now. I'm not attending your gender reveal.
I don't have those. I'm not gonna have that.
And you're gonna get the invoice. You're not exempt.
I'm your fucking co-host.
Yeah, and you are going to contribute to the happiness that my Birkin is going to bring.
Okay.
You're gonna get an invoice. Okay. You might get a discount, but you're still getting a friends and family discount. But you're still gonna get the invoice.
Okay. Let's hope that you have a man that's able to buy you a few Birkins.
No, it's still happening whether I have a man or not. Yeah, bitches is pain. Okay.
All right. Want to take a little break?
Let's take a break and then we can talk about the messy internet drama.
Yeah.
That I have uncovered.
Yeah. And you're going to say a lot of that because...
You didn't do your homework.
I didn't do my homework. I was the one that was not prepared today. Wow. And then we can talk about how intense I am.
I see.
Welcome back, guys, to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene. We had to get off the
mom bashing.
The mom bashing or the single not being supported as a single.
I still stand by it.
We will talk about, we will rehash this later on.
And also I'm going to open the floor to the listeners. If you guys want to send me money for me being single and childless, I will gladly accept it.
We're gonna open a GoFundMe. Mm-hmm. Estee and Marlene being...
But you're gonna have a kid. You don't get all the joys.
But not now. I'm like, let me enjoy my show while I can. Mm-hmm. But let's talk a little bit about some internet drama.
Oh my god. So
because he loves a mess.
I was doing my journalistic duty for this podcast.
I love how you say it like that.
And I was in let me get ready because this is tea. So I was doing my journalistic duty for this podcast. I was on the TikTok and I'm scrolling and I see this whole thing about the drama with like Maggie MH. I'm just gonna call her Maggie. And her...
Who is she though?
So the drama is with Maggie MH, and this other, her ex, his name is Lynn, or Lim, be seen on Instagram. Okay. They're like a famous hair influencer couple. Okay. They have like...
She's a hairstylist, no?
Mm-hmm. They both are.
Okay.
So they have lots of followers. They do like tours and classes of like to teach people how to do hair. They go to salons. They're very well respected in the hair community. Okay. Mainly him. I think he's a little bit more... He has more clout than her, but she's still like...
Out there.
So they were a couple. Mm-hmm. Influencers. So they had been split up for I think like a year. And she went on Instagram and she just aired his ass out. She just put everything out there. She put out there how he moved out of the house and he moved to LA and he's refusing to pay for the mortgage.
So they live together where?
They live together in Arizona.
Okay.
And he wanted this huge, expensive house.
Okay.
They bought the house.
Okay.
He left. He's not paying the mortgage. She's financially taking the burden of the house.
And they're not married?
I believe they're married.
Okay.
Maybe. Someone.
Because I'm just thinking, like, the legal obligation of a spouse to pay the...
Well, he has a legal obligation to pay for the mortgage.
Yeah,
but
if his name is on the mortgage.
It is.
Okay.
But he's not paying it. So she was getting the house fixed and everything so she can sell it because she wanted to, like...
She wants out.
She wants out because of a huge financial burden. And he's not contributing. So it turns out that he had a huge tax lien against him and he could not sell the house. So that was another thing that they needed to work out. And then she had like lent him money, this and that, and he refused to pay her. They went on all these tours of like hairstyling like classes and he never gave her a cut. He said, I already spent it, but I think
pero eso es un abusador.
Like he's owed her like for the class, he's owed her like 50 grand. And he's like, I already spent it, but I took you nice vacations. So he was trying to say like that was her payment. He already spent the money from that. Then they had like payroll for their company, and he was paying himself out like 5 grand a week or whatever the amount it was. And she during COVID was not taking a salary because she wanted to keep payroll for her stylist.
Okay.
So she was like taking $0 home from the company, and he was just like funneling money through for himself.
I know, but that's a very selfish bitch.
Yeah, it's like a selfish man.
Yeah.
Cheated multiple times on her. She said that he was a serial cheater.
Sounded like sounded like another Risa Tisa.
Yeah, she said I'm gonna do the same, but she has a huge following, so like she's just airing it out. He would lie about like a lot of stuff. He moved to LA. He like parties with like young girls, this and that. And then the new allegations that came out against him that she's putting out there that people are coming to her is that a lot of stylists, that young women stylists, were saying that he would try to like fuck them. And if they didn't fuck him, he's so respected in the community, in the hair community, that he would say like you're never gonna have a career in hairstyling.
I know, but we got like a Risa Tisa, a Diddy.
Yeah.
Situation.
Mm-hmm.
Y él es blanco.
No, he is Asian American. I think so. So yeah, like he is like starting to like blackball a lot of like hairstylists who are like not sleeping with him. Allegedly, he would like do like certain drugs with his clients. Like so many allegations came out against him, and they're still coming out. And a lot of hairstylists are standing. Like a lot of hairstylists are like.
I'm like
standing with Maggie H because of the allegations that are coming out. And it's not just her allegations, like people are coming with their stories of what they experienced with him. So it's like a whole drama.
But I also feel like when those type of situations happen, like, but did you see the signs, sis? Did you see the signs?
Of course.
I'm like, can we get a little bit more into like...
You know what I liked about the Risa Tisa?
Yeah.
Was that she acknowledges all the signs she like overlooked.
Like there has to be some type of accountability.
And I mean, this girl hasn't posted her accountability. She even took down her videos.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched it, her
Maybe
actual videos, go on TikTok and like people are dissecting the drama. The reason why I found this drama is because this girl I follow, she was saying that she was getting her hair done by that guy, and she's like, I always found him sketchy, but he does really good hair.
Okay.
And I was like, it's LA, like everybody's a little sketchy. Like everybody's a little like off.
Yeah.
And once the allegations came out, the girl that referred her to her was like, hey, I'm sorry, I referred you to this guy. You should watch these videos. So like it's going around. The person that does her extensions usually would collab with the guy. And the extension girl was like, you have to come to my salon to get extensions. I cannot go to his salon. Like people are trying to like
Now he's
distance
getting
himself from
now
him.
he's getting blackballed.
Like a Diddy situation,
Yeah.
and I think it's good that this is coming out and like you're like putting on blast like these men that are using their power to intimidate people.
Exactly. And their partner, he's abusive. Like, oh, I'm not gonna be paying financially for the house, but then like he was the one that wanted the house. Like,
yeah.
Where's your She
like posted all the emails like we were sending her. She'd be like, you need to send me this money. He's like, have the guy you're living with pay it. Well, he didn't sign this mortgage.
You did.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like people don't understand. Like getting a mortgage and like getting a house, like it's a fucking responsibility.
Well, even a lease.
Because if I break something, I have to like fix it or I'm gonna be charged. Like these walls, they're white, but because I painted them.
Yeah.
I have to paint the shit back a eggshell color when I leave.
You didn't know it just let you slide? Like it's white.
I think so.
It's not like you painted like burnt orange.
I hope so.
Like this is like renter friendly.
Yeah, like this is it's more clean and white.
Yeah. So even if you get a lease with someone, legally, if you were to split up in both your names on the person that leaves is still legally bound to pay for the lease, even if you're living there by yourself.
Exactly.
So it was very dramatic. And that whole thing is going around. And I think a lot of people are going to start getting taken down because of the whole Diddy, even smaller scale influencers like these people. Mm-hmm. I think people are going to start speaking up, which they should.
I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, like when things are done in the dark, they will come to the light. Mm-hmm. Especially with like the whole like cheating bit. Like one thing I'm gonna say is, because I've been through like a situation like this, and I feel like I took a little bit more of the higher road. But no, I think I know I took the higher road.
A little too high, but yeah.
But I'm just like not a person to like put everything out in the streets, because at the end of the day, like you're putting yourself out there. And you're trying to like, you're like so mad at this one person that you're like so fixated with like saying everything. But at the end of the day, like people are going to form your opinions about you either way. Like, is it really worth it?
If for some reason it happens to me, I'm deleting social media. I'm taking like a little sabbatical. I'm not putting my shit out there. I'm taking my out in the dark.
I feel like
and then I'm just popping out brand new. Like, I'm back, bitches.
There's nothing better than a comeback story.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than you just being even more fierce, even more better when you just cut loose or lose some 350-pound weight off of you. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying. Like, for me personally, like, I wouldn't put my whole business, but for her it's important because she's gonna expose somebody that is big in that community.
Yeah. I also think like because more things were happening, like I mean, like if you get cheated by like your man, like from like down the street, like he cheated on you, but whatever, like you just
everybody gets cheated on.
You move on, but for like bigger people that like the person's like, you know, like sexually assaulting people or harassing,
Cassie,
like
and Diddy
that
situation,
kind, kind of stuff. Like maybe, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna like blast it on Instagram. Maybe I'll like go on a pod. I don't know, but I think you should probably like try to like tell your story when you're ready, just to like get justice.
Yeah.
But if you're some regular bitch, don't post on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And then another story.
I was gonna say, and now you have more tea.
I have more tea because
a lot of cheating going around on your social media.
I know.
Like,
I love it. No, I don't love it for the person.
I'm like, why do you love it?
No, I just love I just love the gossip.
But you don't want to be in the gossip?
No, I just like to watch it from
afar.
From my couch on your Instagram.
Okay.
So a couple of months ago, some person
that you know.
No, just a stranger.
Okay.
Added me on the gram.
Okay.
It is a gentleman.
Okay, you don't need to say, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but it's part of the story.
Okay.
It is a gentleman, added me on the gram. Like, whatever. So, he commented on, like, my stuff, like, oh, I like your fashion. And then, so I added him back.
Okay.
And we never spoke like anything flirty. It was just like, oh, like nice shirt or like very like surface.
Mm-hmm.
He never crossed the line with me. And then on Instagram, he had a partner. I didn't cross the line with him. Also, not my type, so there's no line to be crossed. But I was like, oh, whatever. Like, you know, when you put yourself out there in like this form of like podcast or like out there, like people are gonna add you and they're gonna want to like interact with you. Like, I'll interact with you back. So whatever. We were like just internet like acquaintances. Somehow, like over the months, I got added to the close friends, and I was like, oh, I've never met this person, but like, okay, like I like this privilege of being in the like.
Close
I love
friends.
anything like VIP.
You love a VIP.
I love a VIP.
No, you love a VIP that you're looking down at people.
I love to look down on people. So I love a VIP. So I got added to the close friends, and I was like, okay, never met you, but like, sure. He was posting something a little bit more risque, but it was never like OnlyFans type of thing. It was just like a little ass slap on the man or like this and that. I was like, whatever, like minding my business, like
as you do.
As I do. Then I think it was over the weekend, he posted a screenshot of like a canceled flight. Oh, so okay, before that, I had seen that they had gone on a trip. And I was like, oh, okay, like whatever, like be on your trip.
Yeah.
Minding my business the whole time, and then I see one of the days like he had canceled a flight, and it was just like a whole thing on the close friends, like, this is what happens when you cheat on me. I cancel your flight, leave you stranded, like figure your way home out, like whatever, like something of that effect. And I was like, oh, there's drama here. So I think
you were watching the close friends closely.
Yeah. So I think the next day, he posted something more of like, you cheated on me with like 50 guys, this and that. And he was like airing stuff out. And I just being messy, commented on the story, and I said, LOL, wow, I'm invested. Because I was. Because I was. And again, I feel really bad for the guy that got cheated on, because nobody, especially by 50 guys. So
that's extreme.
So then whatever, he put like, oh, like, there's more coming. I was like, well, I'm sitting
pretty.
I am sitting waiting for this tea. And then he like posted like a whole like 6 long pages of like start to finish of what happened. I read every single page.
I know, sis, estaba invested like Risa Tisa's 50
I even screenshotted each story, and then I like magnified so I could fully read. And it was a lot. It was a lot. I mean,
I just imagine you at your desk, like.
Yeah, like I screenshot it because the story doesn't give you a lot of time.
No.
So I screenshot it, made it big. I almost got the iPad out. That's how invested I was. And then I was reading everything. I'm not gonna put all the business out there because that's a lot. But 50 guys. He got caught on an app. If you're gay, you know what app. And I just felt very bad. Like, very bad. Like, I mean, as much as, like, we all say, like, we love the little gossip, like, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that for somebody.
And that was, like, his first love?
From the 6th story paragraph. Yeah. Like,
that's what you got?
Like, one of the first loves, like...
Aww. That's
like,
horrible.
first, like, man-on-man love. Got cheated before. That was, like, his deal breaker. Like, do not cheat on me.
I think my deal breaker is don't lie. Don't lie. Don't even have like little white lies in a relationship, because white lies, that means if you're so easy to do a little white lie, then you're really good. And it's like nothing for you to do a big lie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't lie. And also be real with yourself so that you can be real with me.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest ones.
I think, yeah, like for me is the trust. Like once you break it, like I can't put it back. Like it's very hard.
It's like a shattered plate. It's not going back.
And I'm not a jealous person. Like I am not super jealous. I can be if you give me a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But if you give me a reason, I don't like to be that way. Because I don't like to be like...
I don't like to be azarada.
Like, why my man over there talking to... No.
No.
It's done.
You shouldn't be... My man should knows not to be over there.
No, be over there. But I want you to make me feel so secure that if you're at a bar and you're talking to another guy... Because you could talk to other people, have a conversation. You're waiting for a drink and you're like, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
I want to trust you and I want you to help me trust you so much that I'm like, oh, my man's talking to someone else. Like, I want to be that. I don't want to be like...
You know what's funny is because I went to the gym and I was at the Smith machine and like I was working out lower body, and my boyfriend, he was like doing his own thing on the side. So then there was these girls and they were like by the bench press, and the girls I guess didn't see me or like they didn't care, I guess, and they were like told him like can you help me like unrack the machine? And he was like, I can help you do this side. So he helped them, like being nice. And then she's like, can like you do this side too? And I guess like she was trying to like flirt. And he was like, no. He was like, you need to do your own thing. Oh, yeah. And then, and he's like, but he's so nice because he's like helping, but at the same time he was like, no. And then I walked away and like I was doing my own thing and I was like not bothered. And then we talked about it like after we left the gym. And I was just like, I'm not going to be bothered and be like...
Why would he be bothered? If a bitch at the gym could take your man, that was never your man.
Yeah, I was like, why am I going to be bothered? Like, go ahead, be like, help. I know my man is a very, he's a very gentleman. So, like, that's just how he is. But I'm not going to be stressed about like, oh my God, why are you talking to this girl? Like, no.
No, I always say, if my man could get taken, he wasn't mine.
Never mind, no.
He wasn't mine because, no.
Exactly. And I want to say... that these gay men también nos respetan.
Absolutely not.
Gay men nos respetan.
Absolutely not. Because
last week I went out to brunch with him and that waiter did not even talk to me.
Yeah.
He only talked to my man.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
We went to the gym and he went to go get me some weights and this guy went up to him and was like, I love your tattoos. Es que nos respetan. Mm-hmm. But you see this bitch here, I'm confident. Not even a gay man or another woman was able to get my man's attention because he came right back getting my dumbbells.
When I worked in retail, there was this one girl that she worked for the company that I was working for retail, but she worked on the corporate side. Mm-hmm. So she would always come with her man, and her man looked dumb good. Like...
Dumb?
Like, he looked good.
I like how you say it.
He looked dumb
good. Like, but like, your eyes just rolled back.
He looked dumb good. Like, and she was just like some, like, hot potato looking bitch. But he looked good.
Una guanábana.
Yeah.
Una
batata.
Una batata.
Hot potato looking bitch. But he was fine. He also was very nice.
Okay, yeah.
And she was just such a fucking bitch.
I know.
And I think it's because she knew she looked like a fucking potato.
But you can't be like a juca looking bitch and fucking have a stank attitude. No.
So they would always come and he was really nice. He also was really into fashion. And then I always helped him. So I would always like come with like the merchandise I was selling. Mm-hmm. And then I would be like, here you go, I got you these for you. Like, I would, like, open the box. I would, like, untie the shoes. Meanwhile, potatoes right there next to him. And I'll be like, these are really good. These are my favorite. I actually tried them on. I think I'm going to get them. And then he'll be like, yeah. I'm like, you can wear them with this. He's like, yeah, like, I really like them, blah, blah. Like, I would stop. I'm like, yeah, that's how it is. And then I'll be like, here's your shoes. I wouldn't even open the box for her. I would just put the shoe right there and be like, bitch, like, figure it out. And she'd be like, do you like these on me? Yeah, it's fucking nude heel. Meanwhile, the guy was trying to like a white sneaker. Oh my God, I've never seen such a beautiful white sneaker in my life.
Why do gay men no respetan?
Why do we have to? We've been through enough. We have been oppressed by society.
You ain't not gonna do this to me right now.
We have been oppressed enough by society that we don't owe anybody anything.
Not even respect?
No.
For the bitch that is with the man?
No.
You know what? We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it here.
Mm-hmm. We have been through enough. We're minorities.
Not anymore.
We're a minority. And if you're a gay person of color, double minor, you could do whatever you want.
We're gonna end it here. For you ladies that have a but say it how you say it.
A man that look dumb good. And if you look like a potato, just let that man go. Let that man find another person that look dumb good.
Or let that man find a gay.
Let that man just flourish. And you go find yourself another potato.
You go find yourself another guanabana.
Yeah, you could just be like, las dos guanabanas.
Yeah, guys. No respetan. But we're gonna end it here. I hope you guys loved our little rant about, I don't know how we ended up on pregnant bitches, but the earthquake, pregnant bitches,
my Birkin,
your Birkin, cheating scandals,
and your man looking dumb good
with a guanabana on the side. I don't know how we ended up here, but we're here. Guys, make sure you like, follow, comment, and share with others.
And subscribe to
YouTube. It's really important for us. And yeah. One thing you can say is you can slide into our DMs because we interact. And if your man looks good, Estee's about to.
And if you add us to the close friends, we truly mind their business.
Bye, guys.
Thank you for listening to Spilling the Tea with Estee and Marlene.
Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform.
Bye, guys.